Namaskar. A warm welcome to Hope Fairy. Thank you for showering all your love and blessings on Hope Fairy. We are dedicating this session on the occasion of Father's Day, and I have with me Mr. Jagadish Kundu. Right now, he is a career coach, and he had an illustrious career with many IT giants, not just in India but elsewhere as well. Globally, he has been into many countries and has been part of multiple technological projects. So, Jagadish da, it is my honor that I am having you in my channel today, and that too on the occasion of Father's Day. And you are also an author. That's another, accreditation that you have added to your, robust profile. So I'm really curious to know, Jagadishda, that how has this journey been? Starting as a techie, now as a career counseling coach, as well as an author.
Thanks, Uma. Thanks for inviting me here. I'm really happy to be here. I heard about your channel, particularly you and your daughter. Um, this is a nice idea to spread the message of hope across the community. We really have shortage of hope. Hope is very much essential to keep going in anything, in any direction. If there is no hope, there is no chance. So it's a long journey. Um, but since it's Father's Day, let me start with my father, because that's what came to my mind as you told to talk about my journey. So I lost my father at the age of 5, but within that time I had enough inspiration to take it forward the rest of my life. My father was also a self-made man, and I was also. So all my life I have been doing what I think is right decision. I'm very thankful to my parents, or rather my mother, because that is the only parent who lived through. I did my masters from IISc Bangalore, and then later on I have done my PhD, and then I started my career in parallel. Started with Tata Motors, and then switched to IT. Throughout my life, I have left tech and services field. About 30 years, spent a lot of time in the US. US days, my children started going to school, and that's where I came across this profession called career counseling, career coaching, and I saw from close quarters the school counselor, the role they play in the lives of the student. And I thought that, once I retire or come closer to my corporate career, I'll get into it. So I learned about career counseling, career coaching while I was working, and also while I was managing a large team in my organization. So I tried to play myself as a career coach rather than a manager or a leader, corporate leader. So I always liked my role as a coach, mentor. So eventually I become a full-time career coach. So that's my journey. And as I have spoken, I have 2 children. They are grown up. I tried my best to use whatever I learned as a career coach or career counselor uh, on them, and I believe they are relatively successful. And apart from the work, I enjoy travel a lot, trekking, and of course I'm learning music. So that's about me. So hopefully I covered everything you wanted to know.
There is so much that you brought about that I think one session will not be enough. It will be an injustice to leave unexplored so many facets of you. One thing is coming to my mind, which I want to emphasize here, is about leadership. Because when I joined Cognizant and I was supporting your BU insurance, We all, I found there was a feeling which made the entire Cognizant Kolkata insurance team be together, because they had somebody whom they used to see not as a leader but as an elder brother.
Yeah, yeah.
So since you have been into this leadership role for decades, what is your advice to leaders of today? How do they, you know, manage their teams?
Thanks, Uma, for the kind words. I still appreciate the role you played there. Um, so it was a good team, and I am very happy that my team still in touch with me, and they still, after leaving Cognizant for decade almost, they are still treat me as the elder brother. Coming back to the leadership, um, I have a core belief that everybody has talent. Not only in the employees of Cognizant, but also when I come across anybody in social settings, and also when I counsel a student even. So I look for their talent. My job is see what they are good at. So when I build a team, I don't look at what I need, but I rather see what the individual team members can do. So I onboard the people first, then together we decide the journey. And if we need some skills which we don't have, then we look for the right people who has the same kind of mindset that together we can do it, right? So, and then once they are into it, then to keep them together again, of course I had to do certain things. Like I used to be there always in their personal situations. I used to meet their elderly parents. I used to go to their family events when I'm invited. We used to have lot of things together. So without that you cannot bond people, right? So you have to see them together. First of all is, of course, you have to have the respect for them. Second thing is that look where you can leverage their talents, and third is that how you can work together, and fourth, most important, is that if there is a failure, right, how do you handle it? In case of the failure will happen, as a leader I always knew that failure will happen, and if we you know um, are judgmental about their failure, they will not try new things, and as a team our output will go down. So to get best out of them, I have to be the failure tolerant. In case of any failure, I used to encourage more, that you tried, that's why you failed. Had you not tried, you would not have failed. And then of course we detail out exactly where is the failure. So we have to celebrate also failures. So that has been my leadership philosophy, and I think it is applicable not only on the corporate situations, it is even applicable in our family situations, with particularly our children. If they try new thing, they fail, we should appreciate. If they don't try, that is where we should be, we should push them.
Right.
If they try, it's good.
That's such a wonderful message that is coming across, and true leadership lessons, Jagadish Sir, because I am a witness to the culture that organization had built because of leaders like you, because you had reposed that trust in your team, and the team gave you more than what you could expect from that team.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm glad, and I feel that I'm privileged. I still cherish, though I'm not in touch with the corporates, but I still cherish the memories, and that has been the best part. My corporate life has been the best part of my life.
Right.
People say it is children, your students' life or college life or even retirement life, but I am the one probably who still think that my corporate life, particularly the cognizant part, was
Right.
the best.
Yeah, I completely, aligned with what you just now mentioned, because though I started my career with Cognizant, and I think that that company is like a corporate alma mater to me. Whatever I am today is because of the leaders that I have worked with, who have mentored, who have coached, who have allowed me to fail. And
Yeah.
that's one of the brilliant, leadership skill of the leaders that I have found. And what
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
was also very much prevalent within the HR leadership
Yeah.
of Cognizant as well. Now, we'll just make a shift
Sure.
and talk about the very aspect that you mentioned, that we as a parent, we also need to allow our children to fail. How easy or how difficult um, is this for a parent to make it happen?
I think parents need to be coached. Parents need to be aware of their, current generation children, what's going there in their mind. They need to understand, if they are not listening, why are they not listening?
Right.
Right? So they have to go beyond what the children are doing, rather than why they are doing it. Right? And also, parents also need to respect the wishes, dreams, ambitions of the children. Right? And it should not be like, I know this way. We should not think, as a parent, we should not think that we know the right way. Right? We don't know, because the world is changing. The path you have traveled no more exists. For your, for a Gen Z, the path is different. Their challenges is different. We should learn. We should listen to this kind of videos like that you are preparing, or they should read it, right? The latest on, what the experts are saying, right? Of course, I will ask them to read my book as well. And this is
Absolutely.
entirely written for the parents. And I believe this can change the mindset.
Right. That's so true. And I should thank you for writing this book. And I was visiting this year's book fair where I wanted to buy this book of yours. And I was told the day when I visited the shop that this has completely sold out. And you perhaps come the next time when we
Yeah.
will. So I can understand how much of us parents, and I'm sure there are others who must have read it. I also have found it very useful because I'm also dealing with a
Yeah.
Zen Alpha
Mhm.
kid, and to make myself understand, perhaps I am into coaching also, perhaps that is also enabling me. But even then, I also feel, these vulnerabilities
Yeah. Yeah.
where I think that, okay, I am telling you, why aren't you just following it?
Yeah.
So having said that, today, in this AI world,
Yeah.
there is so much of uncertainty. Uncertainty is everywhere,
Correct.
not just with people who are in job, but also us parents. So what are your thoughts on it?
It's a good question, and definitely the needed one. Um, so first of all, AI is changing a lot of things, lot of low level, I'll say, the cognitive skills, the jobs which require low level cognitive skills, right, will be eliminated easily. It will be replicated by AI. And second is that things are changing very fast, very, very fast, and it will continue to do so. And so we have to have a mindset of risk takers. We cannot be 100% sure on anything. Less risky jobs will be eliminated faster, right? Unless you are getting into professions like lawyer or doctor, right? Other professions you cannot think as a long-term career. The days of thinking long-term career is gone. You cannot think, what professions I will be in my life. You can rather think next 5 years what I should be doing, right? So it is too difficult now to think very, very long term. Think short term. See whether you are able to do a good job in the next 5 years, where you can do a good job in next 5 years, and then keep learning and keep changing. Like Thakur Ramakrishna Dev has told, "Jabot bachi tabot sikhi," right? It cannot be, more appropriate um, in this situation. It is very, very appropriate in the current situation. We earlier, it was, you fix a career and keep on going it. It will no more be there, right? It will be keep changing. So only way to handle is that we should not be afraid, and we should not lose hope under any circumstances. Job loss, short-term working, part-time working, sabbatical, all these will be very commonplace. But as a human being, we have to adapt to it. Parents has to accept when their children are without job, or they have to be okay when they are not working, right? We don't know. Don't look for how it will be successful. Keep going. Keep going under whatever may be the circumstances. Keep going. Keep doing things. Don't try to look enter 100 miles. Look for the first few steps. Plan for that. Execute it and be hopeful. The path will emerge. As you move, you will see the light coming.
That's such a wonderful message that you are bringing, and I'm thankful that you are associating. And hope is such an important skill. It's a scoping skill,
Yeah.
and that is so beautifully mentioned in this book by Dr. Richard Davidson, Born to Flourish, where he talks about these coping skills, and a lot of research is also happening
Yeah.
around it. Now, having said that, I understand that lot of my audience, and including myself, we have understood this this dynamism and how to have that balance with our children and of course the teens. So as you mentioned, in your talk, that need to adapt.
Yes.
Adaptation is one skill which is extremely important in today's context.
True.
How can you suggest my viewers who are in currently perhaps in school, and I foresee, and my vision is that many of my daughter's friends also view my channel, and I want to leave some message for them as well. So as a student of say standard 6, while they are in the middle school, what kind of approach, or how can they build this kind of a coping mindset such that they are prepared for tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a good question. 6 may be a bit early, but I will say 8, 9 onwards, even maybe 6. Give them exposure to real life, right? Internship. Suppose somebody wants to be in bioscience area, let them work in a pathological lab, or doctor's clinic as an assistant, right? They will learn a lot of practical skills, right? And as they grow, then of course formal internship you can look for, but if not formal internship, you can do a lot of informal internship. Let them volunteer in the community activities,
Right.
or work for a NGO for a few days, or go together to a nature's camp, or even every week pick up garbage, or the plastics or newspapers in the campus. So all this will give them a lot of practical skills, because when they go there to pick this thing, they'll face a lot of situations, and then handle, and then learn how to adapt, how to change themselves. So the real answer is basically exposure to the real life as early as possible, right? And if they're interested in say doing videos or YouTube and all, let them do those on few topics. let them learn those skills, convert their interest in particular area into some actions, on real life actions. Let them have their YouTube channel. They will learn how to get good number of viewers, right? So that's a skill, and that eventually will become a sales skill probably, right? And maybe they can start their own shops online. Even when they're child, they can have a store, right? So I think all this formal internship, small projects, right, encourage them. And earlier we used to do internship in the third year.
Yeah.
That's too late. I will say 8, 9, 10 is the right time to do internship. And then a lot of projects which they can show to the world, right? If you're techie, maybe do a project, put in GitHub, or do whatever. Like if you're other types of thing, create your own viewers and let them challenge with this, how to attract viewerships. Or if the parents have a store, let them do the website, right? With the help of AI, they can develop it. They will learn a lot of practical skills that way, right?
Right. So it's more about not just only books, not just only academic books. It's about letting them explore.
Yeah, I have few lot of ideas in this book also.
Right.
I have spent on internship alone, but to keep the book small, I have not given but enough leads. What are the areas to look for? Yeah.
Right. So there are a lot of topics that we have touched upon in our discussion. Being mindful of the time also, but I'm being really curious to understand. You mentioned that you are learning music. If you could elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah, so I'm learning. I've always interest in music, right? So, but I never learned formally. So now I play harmonium, learn Hindustani classics, and learned almost 10 ragas, right? So now time to get my hands on some Ravindra Sangeet or other things. So I'm insisting, but my teacher is saying that learn the ragas very well, and then you should be able to do your own vistars and things like that, and all these things. And I'm trying to do that. So yeah, but I sing in social occasions. I sing, but now I'm learning formally. I'm really enjoying it.
Right. So that's such a wonderful thing that you are still learning new skill. And how does it impact your psyche?
How does it impact my psyche? Well, that makes me think that I'm living, right? So I believe that dead people cannot learn, right? Your interest and ability to learn things proves that you're alive, right? So that way, first thing. And second thing is that at this stage when I know that I cannot do the outdoor activities as much as I can do, right? So doing music I can do easily, right? Even I am very old, I can always listen to classical music, and if I have some background, I believe that I can enjoy. And I am the kind of person who thinks what is behind it, right? So the connections, right? So yeah, that's kind of planning. That's kind of my determined planning. When I am not outdoor, I am indoor. I am doing something. Doing something. And third thing is that the social connection. See, what happens is that we live in community, gated community, like most of us. So that gives us time to occasionally meet. I have another group, already formed, where every weekend we meet, spend 1 or 2 hours together. And also, of course, Bengalis, Ravindra Jayanti, Durga Puja, this, that is there. So all those occasions we sing together. So that's a social connections also. So social connections with right-minded people. Second thing is that the feeling that I'm live, and then switching myself from outdoor to indoor. So I think all these is going behind, why I'm into music. Of course, I love it.
So I think it's a wonderful and a very enriching conversation that I'm having with you, Jagadish, and uh, I'm so blessed to have this conversation because I'm feeling that every question or every it was so reflective, where you just summarized your entire journey's, you know, struggle, and what should be the pathway
Hmm.
for children or leaders for tomorrow in this whole episode. So I just can't thank you enough for giving me this time of yours, and I'm hopeful that you will find this conversation on Father's Day meaningful and live up to your hopes. So, thank you so much for watching Hope Fairy, and keep showering your love.
Thank you so
Jagadish,
much,
thank you
Uma,
so much.
and my best wishes to all the fathers, and fathers as well as mothers. Hopefully, they will be benefited
Yes,
from this conversation. And thanks, Uma, and all the viewers for having me here.
thank you.